Today's paint color review is Benjamin Moore Beach Glass. It's known to be soothing, relaxing, calming, and inviting. You can use this for a bedroom, an accent wall, a ceiling accent wall paint color, trims, main interior walls, especially for coastal homes, and for exterior applications, just to name a few. Can Benjamin Moore Beach Glass work in every home? It depends on the type of fixed elements that you have in your home and the interior design layout of your space. And don't forget about lighting, because lighting is going to play a key role on how Benjamin Moore Beach Glass could look like in your home. For example, if you have a small room and it gets lots of natural lighting and you want to paint it Benjamin Moore Beach Glass, then chances are it's going to make that space feel cozy. But that's not such a bad thing if that's your objective. It's definitely going to make the space feel soothing and relaxing and calming. But the next step is, how does it pair with your fixed elements? So let's say your flooring is an off-white floor tiles, maybe Carrara marble is an off-white with blue-gray undertones, then chances are that's going to be a really good pairing. Or let's just say that you have dark hardwood floorings, it's really a rich brown, then that's going to make the space feel heavy. So what I want to do today is explain to you everything that you need to know about Benjamin Moore Beach Glass, because the last thing I want you to do is to make a costly mistake. You can do better than that. So the first thing that you need to know about Benjamin Moore Beach Glass are the undertones. So it has a blue, green, gray undertone. And I'm going to show you these undertones by comparing it with some contrasting paint colors, because I want you to see the undertone yourself. Now watch what happens when I compare Benjamin Moore Fernwood Green, which is considered a green paint color. Watch this. When you compare this with Beach Glass, you're going to instantly see the blue-gray undertones, and that right there is super important. The blue-gray undertones of Beach Glass is going to make this paint color a chameleon, and that's going to play a key role on the type of lighting that you have in your home. So don't be surprised if this color changes throughout the day. Now watch what happens when I compare this with Benjamin Moore Blue Note, which is considered a dark blue. Watch this. When you compare this with Beach Glass, you're going to instantly see the blue-green undertones of Beach Glass. And this is what makes this paint color soothing, calming, and relaxing. Now you see why Benjamin Moore Beach Glass has blue, green, gray undertones. Next, I'm going to compare it with some other similar paint colors so that you can see what makes this paint color unique, and it's also going to help give you a different perspective about Benjamin Moore Beach Glass. Now watch what happens when I compare this with Benjamin Moore Mount St. Anne, which has blue, green, gray undertones. Watch this. You're going to notice how Benjamin Moore Mount St. Anne is darker than Beach Glass. Beach Glass is lighter than Mount St. Anne. You're also going to notice how Mount St. Anne, it leans more on the blue side. And notice how Beach Glass leans more on the green side. Now watch what happens when I compare this with Benjamin Moore Wedgwood Gray, which is a blue-green gray. Watch this. You're going to notice how Wedgwood Gray is lighter than Beach Glass. And you're going to notice how Beach Glass is darker than Wedgwood Gray. But you're also going to notice two key differences. You're going to notice how Wedgwood Gray is clean in comparison to Beach Glass, which is muted. And you're also going to notice how Wedgwood Gray leans more on the blue side, as again, you're going to notice how Beach Glass leans more on the green side in comparison to Wedgwood Gray. Now watch what happens when I compare this with Benjamin Moore Silver Marlin, which is considered a blue-green gray. Watch this. You're going to notice how Silver Marlin is lighter and cleaner than Beach Glass, as Beach Glass is muted and darker than Silver Marlin. However, they both lean on the green side of blue-green gray undertones. Is Benjamin Moore Beach Glass the right undertone for your home? It depends on the type of fixed elements that you have, and don't forget about lighting. So for example, if you have red cherry wood flooring or even cherry wood furniture, don't be surprised that Beach Glass pulls out the red undertones. If your objective is to tone down the cherry wood flooring or even cherry wood furniture, beach glass is not the right answer. Instead, you need to be focusing on taupes, warm grays, or even beiges, for example. However, if you have white oak flooring, then yes, Benjamin Moore Beach Glass is going to pair beautifully in that space. And don't forget about lighting, because lighting is going to play a key role on how this paint color could look like in your home. And remember, it has a little bit of a blue-gray undertone, and that's what makes this paint color a chameleon. So you got to ask yourself, does my space have south-facing windows, north-facing? What are my fixed elements? The most important thing that you need to do, the first step, is to get a paint sample or make your own sample of Benjamin Moore Beach Glass. Compare it with your fixed elements, your interior decor, and see how it looks like with the type of lighting that you have in your home. And artificial lighting will also play a key role on how this paint color could look like. I want you to get this right. For those of you that want to get it right the first time and you're tired of trying sample after sample, I highly recommend you go to my website. I can help you with both interior or exterior paint colors. I help thousands of clients every year select the perfect paint color for their home. You're going to get a chance to speak to me in a live video call, and I'm going to explain to you what will or will not work in your home. You're going to have the confidence knowing that it doesn't matter which paint color you select, you know it's going to work. And I highly recommend you read my reviews. I have over 550 reviews. See what clients have to say. I would love to help you. Next, I'm going to share with you just a few tips that you should know about Benjamin Moore Beach Glass. Tip number 1, trim paint colors. Trims are often the most underutilized areas of a home where most people miss the mark. The safe thing to do is to paint your trims in off-white. There's nothing wrong with that. But even that, a lot of people don't get it right because they don't pair the right off-white depending on the type of fixed elements that they have in their home. But if you could just get a little bit outside of your comfort zone, you would be blown away on the transformation that it could create in your home. For example, if you have a coastal home and you get a lot of natural lighting and your flooring is a white oak and your kitchen cabinets is a cream, then I would recommend trying out Sherwin-Williams Soji White. The undertone of this paint color is a green beige grayish, but in comparison with Benjamin Moore Beach Glass, it's going to look like a really light cream. It's going to create that warm, inviting, cozy ambiance that you're looking for in your home. Or you can even do better than that. I would recommend you trying out Benjamin Moore Ballet White, which is a grayish, which means a mix of a beige and a little bit of gray. But when you compare this with Benjamin Moore Beach Glass, it's going to look like a cream. It's going to give you depth without being overly yellow, because there's a little bit of gray in Benjamin Moore Ballet White, and that's what's cutting the yellow undertones. This is how you create a space that's average to absolutely stunning. And by the way, I would even paint the kitchen cabinets ballet white. It would be absolutely beautiful. Tip number 2, a coastal paint color palette. For those of you that want to create a gentle, calming, and soothing ambiance in your space, let's say that you want to paint your master bedroom main interior walls that reminds you of the sand in Aruba, then I would recommend trying out Benjamin Moore Edgecombe Gray, which is considered a warm gray. And then for the accent wall that would be behind your headboard, I would recommend painting it Benjamin Moore Beach Glass. And this is going to remind you of the beautiful turquoise waters all along the coastline. And then for the trims, I would recommend trying out Benjamin Moore Healing Aloe. This is going to remind you of the beautiful ocean sprays that hits the beautiful sandy beaches of Aruba. This is a beautiful coastal paint color palette for a bedroom, assuming you can pull it off. And if you found this video helpful, please put a like, let me know. I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to get the most in-depth paint color reviews that you can't find anywhere else. And don't forget, if you want to get it right the first time, check out my website. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.